Roger Wicker, serves on the Armed Services Committee. Senator, we don't know a lot of what transpired in that phone call. We do know that Vladimir Putin still has those 100,000 plus Russian troops on that border. Do you think he'll hold off?
Well, I hope he does. There are two schools of thought on this. One is that it's a ruse, that he really doesn't have any intention of going in, instead using it as a bargaining chip. A lot of other people think that an invasion could take place and could take place within weeks. I'll just say this. Vladimir Putin has surprised the West twice, once in 2008 in Georgia, invading a sovereign nation who was struggling to get out from under the Soviet domination and become a democracy, and in 2014 with Ukraine. He could very well surprise us again, and I hope, although maybe there was no finger wagging in the conversation from the president today, I hope there was a show of resolve that we think this would be a game changer for free Europe, and it's something that the United States and our allies cannot tolerate.
Senator, some of your Republican colleagues think that we should have troops in the region. They don't never, delineate exactly how many, or that they'd be utilized in an outright confrontation with Russia over the Ukraine, but their mere presence would be effective. What do you think of that?
Actually, I think there are over 200 U.S. troops in Ukraine right now under the uniforms of the National Guard, perhaps from California, which is their partner National Guard organization, and perhaps also from Florida. So there are American troops uniformed in Ukraine now.
So they're doing very little in that respect, if you think about it, to hold Putin back. He's obviously got these troops with them there, right?
But they are there, and also there's certainly nothing wrong with us, Neil, getting our troops in place in NATO countries that are treaty allies of ours. So I would be supportive of that.
Senator,
Neil, I would not rule out military action. I think we start making a mistake when we take options off the table. So I would hope the president keeps that option on the table, and to the extent that he has agreed to reverse his mistake on Nord Stream 2, if that is in fact what came out of the discussion today, I would applaud that. Hope he does it.
All right, what does military action mean, Senator?
Well, military action could mean that we stand off with our ships in the Black Sea and we rain destruction on Russian military capability. It could mean that. It could mean that we participate, and I would not rule that out. I would not rule out American troops on the ground. We don't rule out first use nuclear action. We don't think it'll happen, but there's certain things in negotiations, if you're going to be tough, that you don't take off the table. And so I think the president should say that everything is on the table. And frankly, to the extent that you had Democrats on the show right before me being quoted as saying we need to be tougher, I support that and I appreciate that. I think they represent the fear that we have, the realization that we have in the Congress, that losing a free, democratic Ukraine to Russian invasion would be a game changer for a free Europe.
All right, Senator Wicker, thank you very much. We'll watch it very, very closely.